you want to start working for WorkMarket and you don't know how much to charge, so I'm going to show you here on the screen, so that way you can see what type of work you can get, also how much they are paying. But I'm going to tell you at least my rate. If I see, shops that they pay very little, I don't even take them. I don't care about that. So as you can see here, we have a 150, 280, 100, 120, 300, let's say 65, very low, and that is just all you're going to get basically. So here's 65, 150, 300, 130, 220, 75. Okay, let's go and I'll show you. So the way this is, when you go here where it says find work, so that is where you're going to see everything, just in case if you're new. So if you have been working on this platform for a very long time, you know how to find the job. So as you can see here, we have, for instance, it says a technician is needed to help us to set up a backup circuit on this site. So as you can see, they are willing only to pay $65 an hour, which is 1 hour. It doesn't make any sense to me. If you have a cargo van and you have to put the gas, you're going to spend at least $80, maybe $100, depending on the cost of the gasoline. But you're going to spend that just to fill up the tank. So if you have to go back and forth, plus the time that you're spending on site, it doesn't make any sense. Let's say you have to travel, let's say half an hour, another half an hour to come back, and maybe another hour on site. So that will be 65. If you divide 65, divided by 2 hours, it will be like $32 an hour. So it's very little. So if you're going to earn that little, you're better off maybe working for Uber or being a taxi driver or something like that. So here we have another one, 185, and I mean, I don't know how long will it take you, because sometimes you go to this place and you're thinking, well, yeah, I can do it in maybe 1 hour, 2 hours, and then you end up, being a little bit longer than expected. Here, 75 an hour, yes, and then you're going to be earning very little. And usually when you try to increase or negotiate or counter offer or something like that, you're going to get a decline. Usually these type of people, they are looking for cheap guys, cheap people with no experience, no nothing, because at least in my case I have a lot of experience. I'm not going to be earning so little. Here you have another one, 60 an hour. Makes no sense. I mean, I can work for myself. Even if you go to people's houses, and you fix their computer, you're going to be earning at least $100 an hour. I charge, at least in my case, $125 an hour, a minimum of 2 hours. So if I go to one place, I need $250. I'm not going for less than that. For instance, here we have 220, 2 hours plus another hour just driving, very little. Here you have this company. This company is very bad. Legacy something. They changed their name, I think 2 or 3 times, and they don't pay. Okay, here you have another shop, $32 an hour. Let's say another, driving 1 hour, and then you're going to, I mean, if you stay here, they are going to, even if you stay 2 hours, they're going to pay you 64. That's it. I mean, it's less than $100. It makes no sense. I mean, if you live like very close, you have nothing else to do, okay, I understand. But otherwise, if you think this as a business, it doesn't make any sense. Here we have another one, 75 an hour, and so that way I was pulling, like many shops I see. So randomly here another 100, and now I'm going to show you what I'm charging, so that way you see that it's possible to earn more. So $50 an hour here. So okay, I'll show you the other screen. Okay, as you can see here, we have the other screen. So this is what I was charging. As you can see here, we just a HP, a printer diagnose and repair, $255. So I went to this place, they didn't have the printer, they didn't have the parts, nothing. So, and I got paid anyway, so that is a good thing. And I offered, that amount, because I say, okay, it should not take me, more than an hour. Here I had another one, 700, and This one, 125 an hour, as you can see here. Clearly, I'm going to zoom in so that way, just in case, if you don't see it, 125 an hour, bonus 250, because it took a little bit more than 2 hours, and they pay me just no problem at all. So that is what you can expect. Here, dim replacement, very easy. Just replacing, adding some RAM on the server, 125 an hour. Let's go back. Here, I made a video about this what happened when you had cheap guys, cheap technicians, and they had to pay me again just to do the job that they didn't do at the beginning. So I'll see if I have the pictures here, if I can show you. Maybe. I mean, I put it on my channel Gabak USA, so if you want to see more about this, I fill up the holes because they made the holes on the wall, and that's it. So as you can see here, I had to raise the antennas once again because they didn't do it properly the first time. Also, they left a hole, and that caused water damage inside. Here, let's see if I have the water damage. As you can see here, everything, because they didn't fill up the hole with the gap filler that you see. You see, they left that big hole over there, so they had to pay twice. So if if you tell them you're going to do a good job and you do it, they are going to hire you. So for this truck tail, I have done many jobs, and here I did another one, 200, because this was like very close from me, and they pay me a flat rate just to replace a part. 200, 200. This is because, like I said, very close to me. And 3 here is when I was charging less, the beginning of the year, but always, as you can see, always 200. These are the old ones when I used to charge less. I used to charge 75 an hour. As you can see here, we have 75, but that is the old rate. At least in 2022, I charge 125 an hour. People are paying it just fine. If they don't want to pay, I don't care. They can hire the cheap guy, but at least you know that what is possible. So this is from the last year. So usually I work more for myself than for these type of companies, because sometimes they are looking for the cheap guy. If you're going to work, it's better to work maybe less, but earn more than just going for a few dollars here and there. And if you have any issue, you lose a tool or something happens, and then you lose all your earnings. Everything that you made that day is gone. So hopefully this video was useful. If you have any question, please let me know in the section below, and talk to you next time.